Osteoporosis Awareness Month, and we want to help you build stronger bones for life. Bryce Wylde, you've been with us all morning. Thank you so much on BT
Thank
Extra.
you.
Telling us how to prevent bone loss. We think it's an older person's problem. Not necessarily true.
Not at all, and I think we think it's a female problem as well. You know, 1 in 2 women and 1 in 5 guys have very weak bones after menopause in particular and after andropause. We all go through these hormonal changes.
So what age range is that specifically?
You know, we're looking at high risk starting at 37 in the female population. That's when the hormones start to change, perimenopause as it's called. And as guys, we also kind of change around the late 30s as well. It's called andropause for us. But hormones are a huge role, have a huge role to play in bone health and density.
How do you know if you have weak bones?
Best way to look is a bone mineral density test. But there are other tests like genetics. We're doing this at P3 Health down in Toronto here, Front Street. You can look at hormones, a whole variety of hormones, but certain genes that predispose you to mineral loss and inflammation, because inflammation is a buzz term of today because it controls the bone demineralization. But here's a fact for you. This is more, so bone breakage and from osteoporosis, from frailty, and that's the #1 North American-wide silent killer, by the way, frailty, loss of bone mass, because that lands you in the hospital. But it's more popular than breast cancer, heart disease, and stroke combined.
So
that's a stat.
People are breaking their bones, they're going to hospital, it's leading to infections. Is that what you mean in that
Absolutely,
sense?
and that's how people unfortunately pass away. Here's an ulnar bone, right? This is often something that breaks. Take that in your hands and do your best to break that in half.
That's it?
That's the pressure that is required to break a bone that has osteoporosis latent in it. So bones are actually active. I want folks to understand.
It's that easy.
It's that easy. As of age 30, we peak. And in terms of bone density, we peak. And then we start to demineralize. I'll illustrate this for you, by the way. You throw an astronaut into outer space, and they will actually start to demineralize to the point within 3 or 4 weeks they become osteoporotic because there's no gravity.
So
when
what
you're in
do we
zero
do
gravity,
to prevent?
well, let's start with that action plan. So here's some weights for you. I know you're used to these. Come on, 20-pound weights. You know. So we are meant to push, pull, jump, squat, and lift so as to stimulate bones. They're active.
Well, maybe we should start with not so many high weights.
Come on, Dina, don't pretend.
This is hard. No, I'm serious.
Really? Well, you know, so listen. So let's start with
maybe some 3-pounders.
Pushing, pulling, jumping,
you do this.
squatting,
Is this that easy for
lifting.
you? Let's see. That's quite heavy. It's 10 pounds each. Oh, he's laughing at me now. Oh, this is nothing.
You're pretending.
No, I'm really
We are meant to push, pull, jump, squat. You don't have to use weights. You against gravity is going to stimulate your bones to act.
But there's seriously, is 3 pounds okay, or is 3 pounds useless?
Depends on your age, depends on your ability, it depends on a lot of different factors. As long as you're doing something and it's not zero gravity and you're not, you know, an astronaut in outer space. I mean, at the end of the day, do something. And it's because when you're not active, your bones are demineralizing.
So, for example, if you have weights, how many reps should you do per day to keep your bones healthy?
Oh, listen, I think 30 to 40 minutes every single day with weight-bearing activity or you against gravity is absolutely imperative for anyone, all ages. It's just a matter, the amount of weight that you're using will vary person to person within their age range and their ability to exercise.
Because then you hear that you shouldn't do all these weight-bearing exercises all the time, that it leads to some injuries and wearing down.
Don't listen to any of that.
Joints.
Well, lower your weight and do more repetitions. That's what's going to help to stave off osteoporosis and bone demineralization. There's other things you should do through your diet. Make sure you're eating lots of foods that are very high in vitamin K, because that knits the bones. All right, vitamin K is imperative, actually. Vitamin D is also imperative, and where we live, north of 40 degrees latitude, we are actually very low here in Canada, where we are, for sunshine exposure. And so vitamin D helps calcium come into the body. So we're looking at, you know, calcium-laden rich foods.
So eat your greens, you have beans, sunflower seeds.
And so these are particularly also very, very high in vitamin K, right? So you can get this naturally. Even prunes, for example, very high in vitamin K as well. Dairy, you don't have to consume dairy, but that's got a lot of vitamin D enriched and calcium. But if you're lactose intolerant, you can still go to these 2 flanks here and get all that you need out of that. I'm always excited about the latest find as well, natural medicine. So olive leaf extract. It's called Bon Olive, the active ingredient. Jameson's got something out called Bodyguard for bone health. And
so you just take it like a supplement?
It's a non-calcium. It's a non-calcium form of preventing and staving off osteoporosis from olive leaf extract. So the scientists have discerned that this stuff from olive leaf extract is actually going to help your bones make more of the mineralized form so as to stave off osteoporosis.
So it's not the same as olive oil, it's the leaf extraction.
It's the leaf extract. You can't do that. It is found in olive oil, this actual constituent, but you're not going to get it from eating more olive oil.
Apparently I got to work on this, because I was supposed to be able to handle 10 pounds on each side, Kev. This is tough work. For more information at Wylde on Health. How much? 30 more minutes of this?
At least, Dina. Come on, you can do it.
No, really. I'm going to have to work on this. I'm not kidding. And eat up, guys. Drink up all the good stuff. Protect those bones.